Hello everyone, my name is Kyle Schlegel and I'm the Youth of the Mission Kyiv base leader here. And I just wanted to share a quick introduction of who we are, what our mission is all about, and why I'm standing in this apartment. We're like all YWAM bases around the world, like our general grand mission, we are focused on mercy ministry, training, and evangelism. We do this in Kyiv through English clubs, through camps for orphans, through reaching out to the refugees in the East, and other various projects. God gave us, in 2004, a very beautiful piece of land on the river just outside of Kyiv. And we have 2 buildings we're developing right now. We're right on a nice river, and God has just really given us a heart to develop this place as a place for training, and also a place for people to come and do camps, various other activities. And so, this is what you're looking at. We have the building that I'm staying in right now. We'll be able to house 90 people when we're finished. Again, we have a lot of activities here, so right now we're stocked up on housing. We don't have enough, and as you can see, these apartments are fairly empty right now. And so if you have a heart to help us develop these things, to start getting students, staff, orphans, other people that we're influencing in these apartments, we're just looking for beds, sheets, basic kitchen appliances like forks, spoons, cutlery, and anything else that you think we need. We can do single beds, we need mattresses, we need bunk beds, and so that's our heart. This is where we're at. You can see it's pretty empty again, furniture, any couches, things like that, just to make this a very comfortable place for anybody that's gonna stay with us for any amount of time. Okay, so now I'm standing in the bottom of the building that we just saw. So what an apartment looked like, you kind of saw, and this is what an apartment looks like when it's nothing done to it. Sorry it's so dark. As you can see, we don't have any lights in here, nothing's really developed yet. So this room, I wanted to show you this because this is what things look like before they get finished. So obviously you can see our needs here. We need to insulate this building, we need to put drywall, we need to do plumbing, we need to do electric work, and basically flooring, all these things to make this thing, the apartment's ready to go. So anything like that would help us, funds for drywall, funds for insulation, any monetary gift that would help us get to our goal. Again, once we finish this bottom floor, we'll have room for another 15-20 people. So this is building number 2 of the 2 buildings. This is our multi-purpose building. As you can see, it's pretty massive buildings. We're gonna be able to hold about 400 people for a conference in here, or about 250 to 300 sitting for a dining area. Our heart is to use this for conferences, for big events, for housing for feeding all of our students when they come, all of our staff, anybody who's on the property at the time. We hope that this whole property eventually will hold about 1,200 students a year. That's our goal. And so we need a big building like this to hold that many, 300 students a quarter. Okay, so obviously, if we're gonna have 300 students a quarter, 1,200 students a year, 100 full-time staff, we've got camps, we've got lots of things happening on this property. This building is, obviously it's not ready to use, but it's still kind of usable because we have the windows and doors, it's closed in the summertime, we can use it for events. With events, of course, we're gonna need tables and chairs. So anything like that will help us, humanitarian aid with those kind of things, any kind of donation. Foldable tables, foldable chairs, indoor or outdoor would be a huge help for us. Okay, since we have, our goal is to have 300 students a quarter, 1,200 students a year, plus staff, plus camps, plus everything else we're doing, obviously we're gonna need a place to cook food for them. So this is, what you're looking at right now is the area designated for our commercial kitchen. So any kind of donation or monetary gift to help us with purchasing the equipment for this commercial kitchen. Tables, stainless steel tables, sinks, anything that's commercialized for a kitchen that will help us meet the code, anything like that. So again, ovens, stoves, commercial refrigerators, anything like that is gonna go a long way and be a big blessing for us. So the inside of the buildings, this is what the outside of the buildings look like. We just wanted to give you a good picture so that you understood where we're at. Now, again, we have a pretty big open territory, and for now you're thinking, well, if you run camps, obviously people can't stay in the buildings all the time since they're not finished. So what we do, even the end of this month, we have a massive youth missions camp for 400, there's gonna be 400 youth on our property. And so we need to have tents. youth they're flexible, they don't need an inside place to stay, and so we have these big open fields, and that's where we can run our camps. And so any kind of small tent, big tent, sleeping tents, commercialized tents, anything like that will help us out a lot. We just want to thank you so much for considering us as a donation place for your goods and your generosity. We thank you from the bottom of our hearts. Please consider us. Again, we've got a lot of things going on in the mission, in the city, various projects, so anything that you guys send to help us out with will be a big blessing for us.